Hello, this is Zeke777, and welcome to episode 40 of Simply Magic 2. I think we finished up with our time traveling. We are now back in the present. With the last couple episodes were a two-part episode that ended up getting split halfway through. But we're going to finish what we started. We are going to work on our alchemical ore automation. We've got the ore creation down below. We've got some processing to the side there, but we need to actually power both of those. We need the essentia provided, and we also need to figure out our mana generation. So let's get started. We are down here in our Thaumcraft area, and I threw together the Golem Workbench. It's pretty simple. It's just kind of a little multi-block. You just basically just place everything down, and you have it. Let's see, where are we? We are Clockwork Mines. Is that where we are? Yeah, Golem Press. Just a couple items, real cheap. Throw them together, put some Salus Mundus in, and bam, Golem Press. So let's take a look at this. We've got a couple different things here. There's the material it can build it out of. There's various modifiers it can attach to it, as well as the heads can be different, the arms can be different, and the legs. So let's figure out what we need. I crafted up a couple of these control seals. Again, pretty simple recipe. It's just you have your night ore, and then red dye, magic tallow, and clay gets you a bunch of blank seals. So let's grab the rest of those. I'm not actually sure how many of these we're going to need, but let's just kind of take a look at them first. So if we take these, we're definitely going to need the collect seal because I'm going to have them just pick up off the ground the items that come from the ore. And then I need store. So the question here is, I don't know if I need the advanced control seal or the regular. So let me just place these down. Boom, boom, boom. So let's take our Golemancer's belt and take a look at this. If I look at this is the collect. It just can't be clumsy. So that pretty much means I can do whatever I want. And there's no filter for anything. It's just simply, oh, there's a filter. Oh, okay, don't really need it. You can change the size, so that's useful. Let's see, this is the regular collect. Again, you have a filter for which item to go in, or not collect, store. Which item goes in here. There's a single slot here. I don't know if there's like a paper or anything you can use to have a set of them. I think it's just limited to the one. Requirements again, just anything but clumsy. And then redstone is its own thing. And let's see, this is the advanced one. This guy here, you can store 9 items. And then there's various options, metadata, NBT data, or dictionary, same mod, container must already contain item. So I think for most of them, I'm probably going to need the advanced. Actually, probably just for, don't really know. I'll probably use the advanced. It's not too much cheap or too much more expensive. Yeah, so that's simple enough. And oh, actually, let me look at that one last thing here. We need to know what are our requirements. Smart, Golem is nearly sentient, and not clumsy. So that does mean I need the biothomic mind, which is going to make it just a little bit more expensive for these guys. Next up, materials. Yeah. I was hoping for brass, because it's nice color, looks good. But I do plan on having open flame. I'm going to be putting some fire around the cauldrons of what's going to look like the essentia, which limits me to, let's see, clay. Brass is not fireproof. Thaumium is fireproof. And great wood, of course, is not. I think the iron is, but it also has a bunch of other things. Does that matter? Fragile, blastproof, perceptive, basic, and basic. Heavy frame reduces its speed. I don't really want to reduce speed. Scout. Oh, I don't need scout. I just need a smart head. I don't need the vision because I think it has 48 block, whereas the regular, if I look at this, you're not showing up. Wait, scout. Here we go. So if it has that, then it can do 48 block range instead of 32. Our area is not that big, so we're just going to go with a regular smart head. And I think clay. So let me grab together these items here. I need hardened clay, brass gear, and a bunch of biothomic mines. I'm not sure how many I want. Maybe just 2 for now. Alrighty, I think we've got just about everything we need. I checked up here. I have quite a lot of cognitio, whatever, and machina. Let's go ahead and come downstairs here, and let me craft up a couple more of these gears. I have 1 on me. I need 4 total. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And our iron. So that gets us, I think we need, my plans get 2. So that's 2 brass gears, so 4. 6 hardened clay. Machina, I've got a jar of it there. And then the biothermic mines. So those guys, like I said, I checked the ingredients. I've got enough for them. So let's go ahead and toss this in. We need 1 clockwork mine. Is that a skeleton? Where did you come from? Slimes I can understand, but skeleton means that something's not lit up. We'll deal with that later. Let's see, we need a clock and we need a brain. So clock is here, brain can go across from it, and that should be good. Do I have my, here we go, gauntlet. Go ahead and start up. Hit F4. That's going to be near impossible. My guess is that he spawned, aha, here's a 7. Yeah, so the magic walls, even though they appear transparent, that's not going to work because that bounces. They appear transparent, but they are actually spawnable, which is kind of, in a way, it's kind of cool. Because they are not a transparent block, but you can see through them. Which is kind of cool. Oh, I guess it's kind of like the opaque glass from Evilcraft. I tried using that, but it didn't work. But anyway, I get distracted. Let's see. This guy is ready, so let me grab the next one and start him up. We need a brain and a clock. You go here. Cool. So once it's done, we can start with our golem. Alrighty, I think we now have everything we need. So let me just double check. Clay, which is smart with basic arms and basic legs. I don't need the flying or anything, and with wheels, I don't know if he can actually climb up the block. Maybe he can because it's stairs, but I'm not sure. Basic arms, doesn't really matter. Fragile, don't really care. There shouldn't be anything in there. Fireproof, that's what I want, and smart. So, hit this. Is there any animation? Ooh, cool. We have a golem. And since this does have the smart head, they are actually able to gain ranks. So we currently rank 0, and we'll probably rank up decently fast. We're going to be working them pretty hard. Cool, we have 2. So like I said, some of these are probably going to be needing to use the advanced seals, and some will probably be fine with just the regular. For now, let's grab the collect and place you right in the middle. There. Cool. I think that'll work. One thing I am going to probably have to do is put Solignolias everywhere, because my ring right now is going to just pick up everything once I turn this on. But whatever. So, you're good. Cool. Fancy. And let's go ahead and I know I need for this one here, for copper, there's a couple different types of copper. There's the, where's my hole? Here we go. We've got the regular copper. Is this actually spawning the regular? Or is this only spawning the abyssal copper? Interesting. I may not actually need it after all. Either way, I have it just in case I do come up with regular copper. Yeah, that'll work. So I think that'll be good. Let's go ahead and place this here. Now, one thing is this is going to just spit it out into the world. I think that's what I want. My plan is it's just going to be spitting it out, and then I'll have another golem come along and pick them up. So I'll probably need a couple of the collect seals. Yeah, I think that'll work. So, okay. You go... I'm not really sure where you input items into this. I don't have a chest on me. Do I have a hopper on me? Let me check my redstone chest. I might have one in here. Redstone? I don't have a hopper. I should have a hopper. Let me get a hopper. So, like I was saying, we take our hopper, place it here, and let's see if this will actually feed it in. I believe it should. Let me grab an iron ore just to check that. Perfect. I will take you. Thank you. And let's run upstairs. I'm not really sure why it renders like this. You'll notice that it looks like I have my pickaxe up, but it's actually my spellbook. If I switch to... It's like if I use the key for that. U to U. I don't know. Sometimes it does it. Anyway, whatever. If I place iron in here, that does go in. You get processed. You don't have any ordo down there. Why don't you have ordo? Did you get jammed up again? Whatever. Okay, so that's a different problem. Store. seal can go on the side here. I guess just regular click instead of shift. Advanced store can go on that guy. Blank seals will keep you. And where did that... Oh, I already put it over there. Cool. So that's set up. Let me now check. If I take you out, is that going to waste that? Probably. I'm going to go get another iron. Okie dokie, we're back. Let's grab our filter here and set you for iron. Cool. And you are a whitelist. And let's see, you, same story, but you are also a whitelist. And let's use copper and copper. Yes, copper. Wait, why does that have an X? Huh. Okay. Oh, because I think you can set a certain number of them. If I go to options, I do want to enable use or dictionary as well. That way, if there are any other coppers that come in here, it should still sort it out. In fact, I probably only need the one, but in order to get the options, I still need the advanced steel anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Cool. You're good. Let's grab a golem. And I think for their home, if I put their home here, right there. What's up? You go there. Let me take a iron ore and just toss you in. And you should run and grab that. Awesome. You know what to do with that. Yep, keep walking. Either go back home or realize that you need to go over there. You have an iron. This guy wants iron. Come on. How far away are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, I guess, if you want to count that, whatever. Why you no work? If I push you closer, will you work? Come on. Come on. What do I have for options on here? I don't have any options. Don't want you redstone sensitive. Task priority. If I bump you up, does that help? You want an iron ore. You have an iron ore. Okay, so he liked the copper. Copper worked. What about the other copper? And also I realized that I'm going to have issues if I ends up with both of these out here at once. Toss you as well, just to see what happens. So you grab the copper. Okay. Now run back here. Stick you in as well. Okay. Awesome. Good. You worked. Thank you for the copper. Go grab the iron. And come all the way back here. Come on. You stopped. I might actually need the vision upgrade on these guys. Because it might be that from there... Where's my... I think I have a... Here we go, tape measure. That's what I was looking for. From you to over here. There's no reason that should not work. You have your iron. I bet if I take this out, put it in, I guess just X. Oh! Right. X means unlimited. Otherwise, like this thing here is set to keep a single one of either of them. Let's set both of those to unlimited actually. Because this guy here, if you remember, already had an iron ore in here, therefore it wasn't doing anything. Yeah. Okay, that's how it works. Why do you not have Ordo though? Because this guy did. Okay, well, Golem works. Let me sort out the Essentia issue. Aha. Don't know why I didn't see that. Apparently that's connected. That's annoying. You shouldn't be connected. So, break you. You should now work. Maybe. Here, Steam. Where is Steam coming from? I didn't want to click Yeah, I swear, troubleshooting these systems is one of the more difficult things. There's no metal. Why are you connected? None of you should be connected. Okay, disconnect that. Disconnect that. And this as well. What I should have done actually after placing all these is log out and log back in to re-render it all. Because I think that was the issue. Maybe? I'm gonna try logging out and in again, see if that fixes it. Alrighty, yes, logging in and out fixed it. There was a couple more that were connected, and this one here had some metallum in it because it was connected. Yeah, this works. Got my iron, got my copper. I can fill in the rest of these guys here, but before we can do much with that, we need both a place to put all this, as well as we need a lot more mana. I did dig out a small area underneath here. Just a little pathway down here, and just a small room. I think this is probably all I'll actually need for both getting my Essentia, labeled it Metallum Ordo, as well as providing all the mana that I'll need. I think this is probably enough room, I hope. I filled in the remaining ores here, so that's all set up, and I did a little bit of tweaking to these guys. So if you notice here, he has a little like ribbon on him. This guy has a red one, he has a gray. Apparently gray, not black, but whatever. So what I did with that, if I switch to my Golemancer's Bell, we have some kind of sorting. So everything up here is using red. So these are all red here. This is a collector seal, and then this one here is a store seal. So basically, my plan is everything can go in here. Anything will go in here that doesn't have a place to go already. So whether that's cobblestone or whether it's my clusters after they've popped out, that's all that. And then the other guy, his job is take items from here and put them up there. And I tried this, I was testing this a little bit with without a chest here, and I think I'm gonna have to put one here because what happens is so it takes like 3 or 4 seconds for Mr. Golem here to come down here, grab a single item, run back up there, and drop it off. It took even longer if he was actually going to the actual thaumatoriums, but he can grab more than one item. He can only grab one type of item though. So by having a chest here, if I end up getting like 7 pieces of coal and then some iron and more coal, the coal is going to keep stacking up while he's grabbing the iron, and it should make it overall a little bit faster. So there'll be a little bit of buffer, as well as that way I can tell if he's actually keeping up or not. Because on its own, he was not able to keep up. Let's run down here and let me double check my mana. I refilled this again. Have more mana tablets on me. Okay, so let's do a little bit of testing here. So let's turn this on. So that's basically just enables the clock. So those all get broken. Go here. At that point, he will come along. He can grab that item. Apparently, there's a couple of them. So he ran. It's going to run all the way back. Drop it off. That guy will go pick it up. Take it to its location. In the meantime, this guy is coming down here and grabbing the coal. So it seems to work. I don't know how long he'll stay here. Okay, good, he ran. Yeah, so it kind of works out. I think he gets faster as he levels up. So I kind of just need to keep him running, and then the more he goes back and forth, the higher level he'll get. Should be faster, I think. But yeah, it'd be handy if you could carry more than one item. But yeah, it seems to work. So unfortunately, that thing does completely chew through all my mana. So I don't really feel like setting up some system to cart mana back and forth. So let's take a look at some generating flora ideas. The Dandelion is kind of cool. You set up basically Conway's Game of Life. There's a couple of systems actually that are, I guess, the sort of ideal setup. Someone ran the numbers and figured out pretty much the ideal way to set it up, and it's kind of a cool system. I might take a look at that. So that's one idea. Endo Flames. I looked into this. I did some research as to what I can do. So Endo Flames are going to be, of course, consuming things like coal, wood, that sort of thing. And I ran the numbers. So I let it run for an entire mana pool, and I ended up with about 7 blocks of coal, which is nowhere near enough. Mathematically, if you run that, it gets you like maybe a quarter of a... no, that was like an eighth of a mana pool or something. So 1 mana pool gets me an eighth. Yeah, not enough. So then I ran over here, Mr. Blood Infuser. you can throw a block of coal in here and get blood waxed coal, which gets you double your efficiency, which is kind of cool, but again, that only gets me now to an eighth. I also looked at the numbers for using Elementum, because this is 4 times a regular block of coal, or regular piece of coal, but again, that only gets me now half of a pool. Yeah. So, Endoflame, nope, sorry, not gonna work. Interpinium. I might do this one, just out of it. There's a kind of quirk, glitch, bug, whatever, where you can create a TNT generator using just vanilla mechanics, which is kind of an interesting idea. It would require kind of some safety systems as well to make sure it doesn't blow anything up. Gormarillus, I'm already using those in my base here, so it's kind of getting boring. I might expand that setup in here though anyway. Hydrangreas, these guys here, if I recall, will still, yeah, fleeting flora will decay after 1 hour real world time. Yeah, not gonna bother with that. Kekamurus. That's something I could actually do. I hadn't considered that. Kekamurus eats cake. So there's no longer the cake reactor, because Thaumic Exploration? Don't remember the name of it. But the infused fire isn't there anymore. However, I can make cake with astral sorcery easily enough. So that's an idea. Munchdew is a tree farm. Narslimus needs natural spawning slimes, which I don't plan on having. Rafflesia, this one here. Any sort of man-made flowers. They'll find nearby, placed on the floor, and destroy them. Oh, this one eats flowers. Yeah. Yeah, kind of weird. Rose Arcana, that one I think you have to actually physically be there because it eats your experience. Spectralis, I would need a wool farm, and Thermal Lily. I could abuse my blood magic for this one. It burns for 45 seconds and then waits for 5 minutes, so that'd require some timing circuits. Ideas. Okay, we are in a creative world here, and I really just want to test something. If I place you here, I want to figure out if you are actually able to basically do what I need. Let's go ahead. Don't need astral sorcery anymore. If I just say pumpkin. Oh, pumpkin right here. Let's take some pumpkins. 4, 5, good enough. Our linking tool, and let's see if that will actually work to be able to transmute each of these things. So let's let that sit for a little bit. It seems like it's going to be working because it is getting the bright lines, which is the main thing that I need. But I don't have the little particle effects. Let me try. If I break through to the ceiling here, does this now get the particle effects? Does not seem to be. Let's see. Let me think about this. Okay, so since this is Creative World, I can go ahead and use the various commands here. So if I do Astral Sorcery Progress, Z777, all. Maximize my progress, so now if I open up the journal here, I should have each of the different things, hopefully. No, that didn't seem to do anything. Maximize. That should be working. Do I need any other command here? No, it says all. Is my name not capitalized? Nope. Odd. Well, I am still trying to figure out how I can actually generate cakes here. I suppose I could do it the old-fashioned way, which is just kind of, manually crafting it or setting up some sort of auto crafting. That's an idea. Another idea is, like I said, astral sorcery is one that I'm looking at, but I don't know that I can do that underground. At least I can't with just a regular crystal. What I am able to do it with, though, is I think I can do that with the enhanced crystal that I have up there. I think that'll work underground, because the one up top there, I actually, let me down here, click. The one up top there, I was able to actually get it to work if I put like a layer of dirt on top of it. So it does work if it can't directly see this guy, but at least the regular crystal down below when I just placed it didn't do anything. So I made my Kekimuras here, so we've at least got that. But let's figure out what we can do with astral sorcery. Let's go ahead and try not to die here. Cool, survived. Let's go and build ourselves the enhanced crystal structure thingy. Down here. I may need to clear out a little bit more room. You can see I've got a couple pumpkins here. I was testing this out, and it didn't work. But I'm going to try with the structure. So let me clear out a little bit more room. Alrighty, I think we have the structure built here. Let me go ahead and fill this in. Where's my bucket? Ah, right next to it. So I believe, okay, good. This does give off light, so I don't need to worry about lighting the whole area up. Let's fill this in. 2, 3. I should need 3 more, I think. 1 there, 1 here, and 1 here. Maybe. There may have already been the 1 there. Are you working? You are not working. You may need to be the enhanced crystals. Let me go grab one of those. Alrighty, and let's go ahead, place down just a block here, because it does have to be up by 1 block. I just grabbed the Mineralis one from earlier. Place you there, break you. Awesome, you are working. Okay. Next up, linking tool. Where did I put you? In my hand to ender? Where you are. There you go. Linking tool. So let's see if this will actually give me the particle effects I'm wanting. Anything? That looks like a big no. So just to clarify, this is underneath the overhang there, and you're working. You're getting the sparkly effects. I'm not really sure if there's like, oh, you have too much dirt over you. It may even be something just as simple as like the Y level. I haven't tried that. I could, I guess, dig down and see if it even has access to the sun, if it'll still, or sky rather. Yeah, I'm not sure because this guy here is still sparkling. In fact, let's, just for fun, we'll bury him as well. Same height. And break all this before this turns into stone. Or into ores. Yeah, it's still getting the sparkly effect. So it's still working, even though it's underneath an overhang. So it doesn't have to see the sky, it seems. Now it is a little slow here, but that's fine. But it's at least working. I don't get it. So it likes the iron ore, but it doesn't like the pumpkin. Let's link you again just to see. No sparkly effect. Okay. Let's see, what can I do here to mess with things? If I stick a block back here, doesn't really matter what, and let's stick lenses on top. Break that. Now let's unlink this. Both of you. Now link you to here, unselect, and link you to you. You sparkle. Okay. So if I then link you to you, and bind you to him. No sparkle. Well, that's kind of a weird thing. I'm not sure why it works on the one, but not on the other, because, at least according to JEI, if I go to cake. Cake, how do I make you? Starlight transfusion. Take a pumpkin, turns into cake. It's not doing it. Well, I think I figured out what the issue is. While I am actually getting the little sparkles here, so it appears to be working, or at least well, there we go. Yeah, so it looks like it's working. But it's not. It's lying to me. If we go up here and we break our hole in this, boom, it'll actually pretty much immediately turn. This has actually been sitting here for quite a while, and yeah, doesn't work underground. Not even with this, not with a better crystal, nothing. Nope. Yeah, so that's not quite gonna work. So let's see what we can do about that. Well, since I've decided what I'm going to be doing with this is I'm going to have kind of a it's going to be a teleporter method that I'll press a button and get a ritual. It's going to be down in that structure, but don't have it yet. Anyway, in the meantime, I've decided to turn this into a little redstone testing area. So this is a little decoder thing I'm working on. I haven't figured out how to, well, actually this is an encoder. I need to decode it later, but that's a different story. But we have pumpkins. We want to turn them into cakes. So instead of trying to move the Starlight power down to there, let's just do it up here. So let's start with the teleposer. It's always a good place to start. And I'm going to kind of make this up. I haven't drawn out a design for this or anything yet, so it's going to be kind of I'll make it up as I go. Tools, there you are. We want our chisel. We want him just because the stone's going to be annoying when it keeps popping into my inventory. Let's go ahead and use stone brick. That works. Cool. So, we have our teleposer. This is going to be a 3x3 area. So let's go ahead and build a small little platform. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And while we're at it, let's actually build it as a 5x5. And I will show you in a second here. So, 5x5. What are we going to do with this? Well, let's get a little bit of dirt, and probably have that right here while it lands. If we do something like this, we have these things here. These are going to be where pumpkins are going to grow. And we're going to do just kind of stone bricks here. And let me see if I can figure this out. Okie dokie, I got my redstone materials here. Let's go ahead and grab a pumpkin. Now, if I recall, a pumpkin is a solid block. So if I were to go ahead and stick, let's say, redstone torch right there, and something like a repeater, you don't work. Probably it's the redstone torch, actually, that doesn't work here. Let's do something instead. If we do a redstone torch here and a bit of redstone in between, so then it's actually going into said pumpkin. Now we should be able to pull a signal out. Yes. So what we can see is when there is a pumpkin physically here, we have a redstone signal. Now I need to figure out what to do with this. I think what I can do actually is just use some redstone paste instead. So if I break you, let's test that this still works. It does not, of course it doesn't. Let's see, if I switch you out for a redstone block, do you work? I have redstone blocks right here. Redstone block. Do you work? No. It's not going to be able to be as compact as I wanted. Well, I have to say it's a good thing we don't need to actually be compact. We do have a 5x5 teleporter after all, so let's go ahead and use that. Let's do what we were doing before. We've got our redstone torch in the middle here, redstone on either side, and we're going to say that we grew 2 pumpkins. One here, one here. What we can do then is, I wonder if I can pull it from the side. That might work. Yes. So we have redstone torch. I don't want a delay in you. So when there's pumpkins here, we have redstone signal. But if I recall, a cake, do I have a cake on me? Probably don't. Yeah, a cake, however, is not, should not be at least. Let me go ahead and steal this guy. Come with me. Now, I believe that a cake is a transparent block, since it is only a partial block. That being the case, I'm hoping here, and we'll find out shortly if this will work. If I place you there, and let's link you up. You go here. You go here. Beams of light. Sparklies. No sparklies. Not going to do that for me. Arrgh. Okay, so that guy over there isn't wanting to change, but I do know that this guy does. Actually, no, there's Mineralis. Anyway, so we have here a cake. If I put a redstone signal into it, we get nothing out. Now, it is worth noting that this is different than if you take a comparator and place a comparator down next to a cake. If I place a comparator here, and let's grab some more stone here, just so I have a place for redstone. If I place this here, it says 14. That's because a comparator will actually read the current state of the cake. So if I eat part of the cake, which I can't because I'm full, if I eat part of the cake, then that'll go down. But, important to note, is the repeater here doesn't let the signal through. So, let's go over here. We got this guy here, and he is, as you can see, setting a signal out because he has a full pumpkin. I'm not sure why he's not changing. It's something with this needing to be that. Let me move it over there again. If I break you, and pumpkin, you can just stay there. Let's fly over here, place our little block here. Block goes there, and crystal goes on top. Crystal. Break you again. And now let's bind you down here to a pumpkin. Specifically, right here. Pumpkin. He lets signal through. So, select collect a crystal, bind you down here. Am I going to get sparkles this time? Am I going to get anything? Do I need to move, look away, and have it re-render? Bind. Okay. Let's try that again. Collect a crystal and a pumpkin. If I unlink you, maybe? I'm not sure why it's not showing here. There should be a little sparkly beam, but it doesn't seem to want to. You know, I actually realized I've been going about this wrong. I've been wanting to feed a... Sure, now you render. Anyway, I've been trying to feed redstone in and pull it out, but I literally just showed you, the cake itself is going to output a redstone signal with a comparator. So basically, here's my plan. I'm going to have a couple of these pumpkins growing, and they will be all linked up with the collect crystal, and then I'm going to just teleport it away. I'm going to teleport all the pumpkins, which are now cakes, down to the area down there, and we will get ourselves lots of mana. Well, the episode's getting a little long already, but let's hurry up and do this. So if I take an elven spreader, and I'm going to put it just right next to this mana pool. Actually, do I want it next to this one? Yeah, might as well. We're going to put you right here, which of course isn't binding, because why not? Let's go ahead and grab the wand of the forest and link these up. So you go here, you go here. Those are both aimed directly at it. And let's go ahead and grab our, I need some dirt, and I need our Kekamurus, which we have right here. So these don't need to be really anywhere in particular, so let's just kind of build up a small little platform here. I'm not actually sure how many of these I'm going to want, but for now I want at least 2. One can go here, and one can go here. These have a decently large range, you can see with the, what is it, the goggles, not goggles revealing, but the, it's not even showing. I put it on here. The thing that lets me see. Manaseer monocle, that's the word. So, these have pretty good range, and we're going to basically just pick right here and teleport everything in. Okay, so I decided we are going to go back to the 3x3 design. I think it works out a little bit better. So, how's this working? Well, when there's a cake here, which I, of course, still don't have on me. Nope, no cake. When there's cake here, Mr. Comparator is going to be outputting a signal. When both of these are not outputting a signal, so therefore no more cake left, only then will this light be turned on. So if there is a cake here, then he's going to output a signal, and that's going to turn off Mr. Torch. Torch lights this guy down here, similar on this side. These run down and go into another AND gate, so I need both of these now to be off, and that will turn the him on. So right now it's not doing anything because there's no little focus in here. But if these guys are both off, well, if either one of them is off, if one's off, if two's off, he's not going to turn on. Turn you back on, still not lit. It's only when both of them, AND gate, are lit, it'll turn on the torch. So what that's going to do then is that's going to send him back upstairs to go turn into cake. So let's go ahead and go upstairs. Actually, let me link this while I'm down here. You. Okay, you are now linked, but you're not bound to me. Okay. Bound to me, and linked down here. Let's go ahead and run upstairs. Okay, not really sure why, but now he's sparkling. So, yay. Cool. So that's going to work. Let's go over here and set up. It's not going to be here. Not actually sure where it's going to be, but for now we can at least set this up. If we place our focus in here, and actually I don't want you there yet, because if you do, then it's going to probably teleport right away. So break you, break you, break you. None of that matters. We're using comparators. Comparator, where are you? You are here. So comparator's going to go there. Actually, it's not because we're using the 3x3 design. So break you, and let's put our dirt back in. This is an episode where we are redoing everything a million times. So redstone comparator here and here. That should be lining up same as it is downstairs. Similarly, comparator there and there. Cool. We're going to set up something pretty much the same as before, only instead of it being an AND gate, it's going to be a NAND gate, because I want the opposite of that. So I want when both of these are turned into cakes, only then will it actually output a signal. So let me wire that up. Okay, I think I have a system set up here. So right now it should all be off, right? So if I turn you off, so that'd be the equivalent of having a pumpkin here. So say he's outputting a signal, it's going to turn him off. Cool. So turned him off, awesome. Turned you off, You still haven't turned on. Similarly, over here, turn you off, still nothing. But when I hit the last one here, you turn on. I think that's working. So let's put all these back, just to make sure it all works. You and last one you. And let's actually hook this up. So teleposition focus, you go in there. So now, if I turn off all of these, this should then disappear, which will be almost imperceptible, really. And it's going to just teleport downstairs. So let's try that. Break you, break you, break you, and there we go. See it teleported out. This one here, I didn't have the middle one. The other one I do. So that works. And downstairs should be similar, but I do need to get another focus to be able to link this all up. You know, as I think about this, I think this is actually done at this point. I don't actually have to wire up downstairs. In fact, let's place these here. So, yay, pumpkins grew. Let's go ahead and grow these just to get it done. Cool. And you two as well. And let's go up a few blocks here. Break you. And I want to be out of range of the problems down there. I want to be out of range of the teleposer, so that's, let's see, 1 block is this row, 2, 3. So that should be good. So if we go up here and place our crystal, and kind of a temporary crystal, it's just a crystal, nothing fancy. I think it's my Mineralis one still. Break all these to clear them out, and let's link everything up, and hopefully this will work. Link you. Any sparkles? Sparkles, yes. That's what I want to see. So that's gonna go. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that works. So build done. Awesome. Actually, one last thing is I do need to get a mana void downstairs. This is gonna probably put out quite a lot of mana, although it's gonna be using a lot of mana for the orchid. But just in case, I don't want that to back up down there, because then it'll come up here with a cake up here, and then it won't really make a difference actually. Maybe. Shouldn't actually make a difference, because if there's still a cake here, then he's still going to be outputting a signal, and it'll still be eligible to teleport. So as long as at least one cake is missing, which is kind of something I don't want to risk. So why are only 2 of you sparkling? Do F3G, are you... No, you're within chunk borders. Peculiar. We'll see if that works. Let me go grab a mana void. Oh, there we go. Just teleported. These guys here will be eaten up and sent to the mana pool here, which fills up a little bit. I did have to break these two, the 2 little logic circuits up the top there, because they weren't transforming. Not really sure why, but apparently that's a thing. Well, at this point, the idea works. Let's turn these into cake. Pretty much this one just grew, turned into a cake pretty quickly. It works. The problem is that for some reason, and I'm not entirely sure what the reason is, it's not turning all of them. In fact, I actually had logged out, logged back in, and the 2 that it was changing were this one and this one. So I need to do a little bit of research on that. Maybe it's because this is a Mineralis one, so it doesn't have as much power as if I were to use like a one of the major constellations. But it does work. It is turning these into cakes. Cakes are getting teleported down there. Just kind of right now I have to break you and break you. So teleports. Yeah, I don't get it. It should be working. It doesn't seem to be, and I'm not really sure why. But it's a little bit of cleanup off of screen here to be able to fix that. Where is my redstone box? You. I'm not sure why there's not that there. Anyway, yeah, like I said, there's just to give me a little bit of cleanup off the camera. I'm gonna probably move these guys. I'm gonna move him over here. Probably set up the actual like improver or whatever it's called. Yeah, I'm gonna set that up over here, and I think that's gonna be a working system. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye bye.